the folks at home something to keep their eye on?
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45. So the Steelers now in great shape to begin their initial possession. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down. Throwing is Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. Looking for Austin, intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 34. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Now Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the tuck and run. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Mahomes will do it himself. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
I don't want to be a jinx partner and put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at all-time damn to ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the 1st quarter. This is a record-setting pace. Hopefully, he can keep it up, and we can have fun watching it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now a run here off the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this 1st quarter of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now it's Rodgers. Looking to stop for once, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the road ahead a little bit more difficult now after that pick 6. So dealing with this deficit here, we'll see if he can try to make amends on this drive. 1st and 10. Big tight end, complete. First play of the drive going for 14 and the first down. Mahomes now to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Here's Mahomes to throw. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 more yards. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now they send a running back in motion right. They'll set up to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Acrisure Stadium opened back in 2001 and has tormented kickers ever since because it's one of the toughest venues in the league to connect from deep, especially when you're driving towards the open end of the stadium. He had the leg for it, just couldn't get it lined up properly.
23 yards, the final tally. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They forced the field goal.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. T.J. Watt bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Rodgers going to throw. Quick slant here to Woods. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And he rifles one incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now Rodgers. Got his man, it's Warren. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Jalen Warren taking it in. And the Steelers are able to widen their advantage. Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up
this offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. He's to the 15. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
And now here's another interception. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Nick Bolton. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Keanu Benton, the one who got in to bury him.
It's second down.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Minshew sets to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. Third and 14. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Butker pulled it. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, in the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Ball was teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Acrisure. Set to return, this is Braxton Berrios. He's brought down just inside the 25. Well, here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his third season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL. And it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion, but this guy's just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on a route. C.J. was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Joe Mixon. So they're left facing third and long. Throw here, third down. Into the hands of Dell. And he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be first down, Houston. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First and 10, run to Mixon. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Man in motion, out of the slot. Stroud off the play fake. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Met and stopped by Alex Highsmith. It's third and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They'll throw, third and long. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he'll get them enough for a first down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. I try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be a first down, Texans. Again, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Through one quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
17 more yards. That's another Texans first down.
From the red zone on first. Throw finding his back. Mixon. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans get the game's first points here in the second. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. For Darrell Patterson, now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Rodgers throwing to start it off. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up second down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Now this opening drive not going anywhere yet. Already 3rd and 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. But that's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. This finds his target. That's Virkal. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on 4th, and they pick up the 1st down, too.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Again, Rodgers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Off play action. Here's Rodgers. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion. I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this. They're going for it. It's Rodgers. And the call won't work out. That's incomplete. We're going to have a change of possession on the other side of our 2-minute warning. First and 10 now from the 46. Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Hits him on the in route. And this makes it to around the 43-yard line. Darius Slay with the stop. 2nd down now. They need 7. Now they send them back in motion right. Shotgun now for Stroud. Throwing the out route complete. He takes this forward a little to about the 39. Stop on the perennial All-Pro and Defensive Player of the Year contender. That's T.J. Watt. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Juan Thornhill takes it away. And the Steelers get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now here's Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. First time he's looked his back's way this game, but no results yet.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To the air on 3rd and long. Deep shot off his back foot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. So that brings up 4th and long. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. They'll go for it. Rodgers. He's looking deep once again. Brought in inside the 20. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird in the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Well, maybe like a
The kids weren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. Hey, we know that every single possession in this league is a premium. And these ones right before halftime with the clock dwindling down, well, they become even bigger. Setting your offense up for success with a return like that, you couldn't script it any better.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Darius Slay has it. And the Steelers get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Hey, we know in this league, takeaways are a big deal, but you get the interception and chunk yards with it, that is a gold star effort.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. And with the clock just about to strike 0, we get a timeout. 1 second to go in our half. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And they can't push the lead beyond a field goal. So less than a field goal. In the interest of time, we'll bypass the halftime break and resume play with the 3rd quarter. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Patterson now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Steelers and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up, and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Play action here with Rodgers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Rodgers from the gun. Off his back foot, they're going to intercept it. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And the Texans have it at the 24-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. To the air, Stroud. Dump off, caught by his back. He dodged the tackle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. And he's got a free play here. He's got him. That's Mixon. And he goes out of bounds as now we're going to hear from our referee. We both saw the defender jump there before that snap. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on 1st down. From the gun, Stroud has his man. It's Mixon. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves. And you've got to be ready for that check down at all times.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Stroud. Back to one of his favorite targets this drive, but incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. At the 20. Into the house he goes. It's a pick 6 and a Pittsburgh touchdown. Chris Boswell for the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Steelers grow their lead to 8. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Berrios now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, got to play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
Now it's Stroud. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Paul Holcomb has it. And in the house he goes. It's a pick 6 and a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Steelers lead by 15 now. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Berrios now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers.
Here we go.
They send a tight end in motion. Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. Finds a man right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
He beams one deep. That's complete inside the 35. Three quarters in the books from this one. It's the Texans who have it to start here, and they come in trailing on the scoreboard. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
Thank you, Texas. Out, it's not. Hot. 118. Hey, south. Hey, one more.
First down throw by Stroud. Forced out to his right. Low finding his back. Nixon. And he's brought down at the line.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat. You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Stroud looking to throw, 3rd and 2. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of the football when they got a first down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Again to Mixon up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
2nd and 10 once again from the 12-yard line. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Steelers get to it. And he gets this one up to the 10-yard line. Look, we can spin positive here, bro. You take away the engine, and that drive was outstanding. It was everything they were hoping for. Unfortunately, all that work and efforts, it's gone.
Hey, Kate, Cal, how important were those finals?
Pretty important.
Yeah, so was that ball security right there.
And he's going to get him all the way up near that 30-yard line, Brock. Knocked out a step or 2 shy of it. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be touchdown right at the line, so no gain on the play.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Throw left side finds Freiermuth. This is not going to help their cause. They had a 3rd down. He's out of bounds, lost a yard too.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, the big old tight end, couldn't find back to the line of scrimmage.
And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And the Steelers have a 1st down. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Going again here, it's Rodgers. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he's tackled for no gain.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
Here's Warren on 3rd down. He runs it ahead for 3, but doesn't get to the marker. This is 4th down. Well, Brock, the fans, all right. Here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the 2nd half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game.
Tonight, a good one coming your way in the AFC. It's the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go from downtown Minneapolis. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So out come the Houston Texans, and Greg, it is one of the good quarterbacks in the league. Offensive Rookie of the Year, #2 pick in that 2023 draft. Year 3 for C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like...
Joe Mixon! Still going! And he will score! Joe Mixon! Touchdown, Texans! Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Ray going to return it. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to get things started is Mahomes. Now he'll run it. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down. So from the 36, it is 1st and 10. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Mahomes. Foley Fatukasi in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the Chiefs send out Matt Ariza to punt. Braxton Berrios deep to return. Texans offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They had that lightning bolt to open the game. The long touchdown. They'll try to build on the lead now. This drive begins 1st and 10. Kirk is the motion man. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Tony.
From the gun, here's Stroud, and that is incomplete. Zico Collins was the intended receiver there, and it's going to lead to 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game. You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
A throw on the move is caught. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. And it'll be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That one swung out wide to Pacheco.
Mahomes pass. Complete to Isaiah Pacheco. A gain of 5 brings
They'll
up
break
2nd
the huddle.
and 5.
It's 2nd and 5.
Texans 7-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. This one caught at the 4. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now, Mahomes. This one broken up. It is incomplete, so they go with the screen. It was snuffed out. And now it's 4th down.
Harrison Butker.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to take over once more. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play. 2nd and inches.
At the 39-yard line.
Stroud gonna tuck this one on the zone read. Oh, big hole left side. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Houston. Rick, shades of college football, old school offense there. They run option, and they pick the right option. The quarterback keeps it for the touchdown.
And the key to defending an option play, Mike, is that every defender executes their specific job. In this case, the defender who was responsible for the quarterback He completely loses sight of him, and it was all the space the quarterback needed to take it to the house.
From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Now he'll run. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
He was brought down at
2 minutes remaining here in this first half.
It's a gain of 8.
We'll have more from Minneapolis
2.
after this. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Mahomes. Flush to his right. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To throw is Mahomes. Out to his right, and he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. That is intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
Intercepted. Sets up 1st down and goal at the 1-yard line.
Shove. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
He was brought down by
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown.
That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And he will dive into the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception.
the Texans will line up for the 2-point.
Mixon gonna try and run it. And this time they stop him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No 2-point conversion to add on as they come up empty.
And the kickoff for Houston.
Nico Remigio to bring it back. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out first down and 10. Patrick to throw. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. It's a gain of 34.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First down throw. Mahomes exiting the pocket right. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And this will remain a 3-score game.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. And that one not going to have enough leg behind it. Not by a long shot. So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Remigio now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. First and 10. He's going to run it. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Mahomes now on second down. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
Brings up third down.
Third and long for Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this.
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And this is going to be incomplete. So they let the punter try and throw for it. Not sure if he did that on his own. Either way, doesn't matter. They've turned it over on down.
At the 14-yard line.
On play action. Stroud. And he did a pretty good job there to get back to the line of scrimmage as he's chased out of bounds.
Little indecision by the quarterback there, Mike. Do I buy time and throw it downfield, or do I tuck it and become a runner? That's what he's thinking. I think he made the final call a little bit too late, and all he could do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
On second down, Stroud. That is caught by the tight end, Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston. Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for 2.
The Texans.
Now they'll set up to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Texans 28, Chiefs 3. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for
And so
Houston.
after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Gray going to return it. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. The Chiefs offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on first and 10. Now, Mahomes. This one up in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Texans take over first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Open man. Downfield. It's Nico Collins. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. That one gives him a first down. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Really nice job defensively. They were all over that from the jump. Initially, I thought he was going to break away and pick up something positive, but at the end of it all, he ended up going backwards.
Here we go.
A second down throw for Stroud. And he will score! C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Texans. The decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2.
The Texans.
Stroud going to set up the throw. The pressure's got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2.
Chiefs 3.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Remigio now on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, and pick up good yardage.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
For Travis Kelce.
3rd
Incomplete.
and inches.
It's now 3rd down and less than a yard.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. A short one caught by Kelce. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
City Chiefs.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. It's Mahomes.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 15 yards through the air, and the Chiefs have a 1st down.
City Chiefs.
Mahomes back, moving outside the pocket. He'll tuck it and take off. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And he pulled it left. No good. Everything's going wrong. Unable to cut into this big deficit. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A tight end in motion now. They'll go play action with Stroud. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A gain there of 27 yards.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Again, running right. It is Mixon. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And he will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal, Houston.
It is a big-time play for Houston. 33 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mixon. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard
To throw, it's Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal. At the 3-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Now Stroud. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Stroud comes to the line. The Texans go for 2.
Thank you, Texas.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point
He'll
conversion.
look to throw. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
That keeps the score.
So they
Texans
decide to put the
40.
ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Remigio now on the return. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs take
So
over
here comes the
first and
KC
10
offense set to
at
take
their own
over once more.
19-yard line.
They'll do so with 1st and 10. Forced to his right. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquill. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
So it's a win here for the Texans. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal, that's all. And that defensive unit was the driving force in this victory.
Chris Boswell to kick off for
Ball was teed
Pittsburgh.
up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And off we go from Minneapolis. On the return, here's Nico Mejio. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Nico Remigio on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Play action, Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this is going to be contained at the 25-yard line. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. Second down now, they need 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Chased out to his right. Now finds Xavier Worthy. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they hold him down. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's a Chiefs first down.
That's good.
They've run this 12-yard hot route cadence combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, it's a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on?
And before he can get rid of it, he runs out of bounds. Could have just tossed it incomplete, Brock, but instead takes the sack and a big loss. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He calls his own number again. Get some space around midfield. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. It's a gain of 22. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man, that's Travis Kelce. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a 1st down from the 30. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. Space on the right. He's got room. And to the house he goes. It's a pick 6 and a Pittsburgh touchdown. Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chiefs nothing.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Mejio with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the 2nd time this game. And trailing, coming off their biggest mistake so far. Feels like one of the key moments in the football game for them right here. He rolls to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45.
A gain of 19 yards.
And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down.
To the air, Mahomes. On the move, headed right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. So they'll get to scheme about this 3rd down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of 1. 7-0 is our score. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. Buying some time, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
And it's 4th down.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Rodgers off the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a 29-yard gain. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. Drew Tranquil with the pick.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts.
He's in trouble and gets brought down again. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to 3rd down.
3rd down.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Sit tight. More coming your way from U.S. Bank Stadium after this. Steelers in the dime for this 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Headed out right. That's the line. He's going to run for it. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, it doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
Escapes the pocket. He's going for it himself. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
It's a gain of
1st and 10 from the 43.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Mahomes. Forced out to his right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down. Back to throw Mahomes. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
Ball's out. Mahomes fumbled it. But it looked like the Chiefs got this one back. Ooh, lucky break there, making that recovery. Matt Ariza on to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. This was a miss hit, Brock, low and pretty short. And his return's going to leave him enough time for 2, maybe even 3 plays before the half. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their 2nd drive of the game. And up 7-zip, we're probably not going to see anything too reckless here before the break. First down throw here by Rodgers. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's complete inside the 35. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
And a Steeler 1st down.
Here comes Chris Boswell and the Steelers field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be from 50. Hanging close, and it does find that right upright. No good. And it stays a 1-possession game at 7 points. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Back to throw it. Bails out of the pocket quick. He can run it. Oh, he lost the football. Steelers have it, headed the other way. And he's out the clear. And Pittsburgh's going to take this back for the touchdown. The Steelers will extend their lead as time expires in the half. That had to have been just about as far away as possible, Brock, from what that was drawn up to be. But the end result for partner exactly as they planned. It's a touchdown.
In this case, Kate, it really was about the destination.
I suppose not everyone's the biggest fan of halftime. Okay, we'll skip over the break and get right back to the field.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Dante Kent with a return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. We'll see the Steeler offense first this half as they're headed out now. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers from the gun. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Drew Tranquil with the pick. And the Chiefs are stopped a little inside the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
A loss of a yard. It's 2nd down.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Now it's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for Rasheed Rice.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
And it's 3 and out.
The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. This from 48 on the left hash. Butker knocks it through. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Kent on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Steelers and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. They're coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Give him 13 on that play. Man, the Steelers have a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Rodgers going to throw on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Throwing the out route complete. And they make the stop, we're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Drew Tranquil with the pick.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Looking to throw Mahomes. Chased out to his right. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Rolling left, buying some time. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. No throw, third and long. On the move, headed right. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory. All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Off play action. Here's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. First down from the 42.
First down.
So we hit the end of the third quarter. The Steelers up a couple of scores and in control of the football. First down from the 42. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Completed over the middle. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Play action here with Rodgers. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That's 16 on the pickup. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First down, Steelers.
Off the play fake, here's Rodgers. That one connects. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Now throw again, Rodgers. And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers make it a 3-score game in the fourth. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers push their lead to 18.
21. Chiefs 3.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Mejio with the return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense out to take over. And they've really been smothered by that defense all game. Not just on the scoreboard, partner. Any yards at all. They've just been tough to come by.
Yeah, just hard yards. Just hard. Just no rhythm really throughout this one. Let's give some credit to that defense who has just had their number from beginning to end.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Chiefs hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the shotgun, Minshew buys time, rolling right. Trying to push deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Here he is on third and short. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Here's first and 10 from the 47.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Sticking in the air with Minshew. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Back back to throw. Minshew. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
The coverage by Joey Porter Jr.
To the air on 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. He finds Worthy, complete. He's going to have this one down to the 20. That one goes for 31 yards. And that's a Chiefs first down.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's an excellent job getting the completion. If they wanted any kind of shot here, Kate, to come back in this game, that field goal had to go through and make it a 2-score game. That's only the first of what would need to be several steps here in a hurry to have a chance to try to pull this out.
Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. Well, you win, Brock, you get to celebrate. You lose, it's all about diagnosing the root causes of it quickly and then moving on.
You know, Kate, in Super Bowl 57, I thought Jalen Hurts totally nailed it. So spot on with his leadership when he said, it's after a loss. He said, we're either winning or we're learning. You're not really losing. If you have a
alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I can give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Pass complete. He's got Wood streaking across the field. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Jarrett Stingley picks it. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Already.
Play action. Here's Stroud. This goes out wide from Mixon. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Stroud sets up the play action. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Steelers' 14.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Look the hot, look the hot.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. Short throw to Smith. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now it's Rodgers. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he's got it up to the 28-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Inside the 20. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
18, what's up?
Play action. Stroud now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Joe Mixon from 4 yards out. And the Texans post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Throwing is Rodgers. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. That's taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That's interference. Defense.
So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback
to pick him out and deliver.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Rodgers to throw once more. Got his man, it's Warren. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Aaron Rodgers. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead.
Steelers 8, Texans 7. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And here comes the Texans now. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Here we go. 18. What's up?
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Stroud working out of the gun. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. That's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And the Steelers first down.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Rodgers. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And in the end, the Calvin Austin touchdown grab finished the drive off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Stroud. And his throw here is incomplete. We now proceed to the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Stroud looking to throw. Oh, the turnover fuss continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Pass complete to DK Metcalf. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Good for the Steelers. First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On play action. Now Rodgers. It's caught. Smith. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. It's a foot race. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans team. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how control of the game they were here in this 3rd quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
So now the Texans offense back onto the field. They'll line up and go for 2 here. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And that's caught at the 2. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Rodgers. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Steelers.
Rodgers going to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Stroud sets up the play action. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Caught left side. Here's Dill. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And Woods has it complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Now Rodgers. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Rodgers looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Boy, that one was well-read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Rodgers to throw. And he's across for a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Texans take over first and 10.
Here's first and 10.
27-yard line.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Leads to second and 10.
Here's Stroud. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One final shot for C.J. Stroud. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that...
Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And away we go from NRG Stadium. Damian Pierce now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is the second overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
A lot of quarterbacks, Kate, who earn postseason wins each of their first 2 seasons. And that's exactly what C.J. has done. He has become the face of the franchise down there in Houston. And now a little more help around him, and hopefully a better offensive line to protect him this year.
It's mixed in on second down. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
His first throw is an interception. And the Chiefs force the turnover on the first series of this game.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Play action, Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. And his first pass falls incomplete.
You know, we're so often in today's game looking for this, that escapability, and I love that, getting out of harm's way. Now you just got to find a way to make the connection on the other end.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, second and 10. Bails out of the pocket quick. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. They'll come up on first and 10. From the red zone now. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Texans are stopped just outside of their own end zone after the interception.
Intercepted. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Here we go. Tony.
From his end zone, it's Stroud. Taking a shot deep here. They connect on the deep shot. Reaches the 40. Hits the 20. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
I've seen a lot of plays in the playbook. I don't think I've seen a play designated for a 98, 99-yard touchdown, but you will take it. That defense, I think they were over-aggressive, and the offense made a pay in a big-time way.
Stroud and the Texans looking to tack on 2 more.
The Texans.
All right, they're going to throw for it. It's caught for 2, and that's going to be an 8-0 lead.
Successful. That makes the score Texans 8, Chiefs nothing.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here's Nico Remigio. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 13 yards. First
They
down.
fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. He rolls to his right. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
You know, Kate, We often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
2 yards. It's second down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Buying some time right. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's brought down after a short gain. So they'll get to scheme about this third down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of one. It's an early advantage for the Texans. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Rose comes. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Butker knocks it through. And that gets him back within 5.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Set to return. This is Braxton Berrios. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Out now come the Texans on offense. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Stroud from the pistol. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. Up to the races, middle of the field. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans hold an 11-point advantage. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Stroud now bringing his guys out for this 2-point attempt.
The Texans will line up for the
Look to throw. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further.
That's the score. Texans 16, Chiefs 3.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
To the air, Mahomes. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Texans get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll give to Mixon up the middle. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Here we go, let's go.
In the red zone on 1st. And They take this in for the score. The Texans butt racing them to the halftime locker room. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains and the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. He just put on a show.
And he is in for the score. We may not see them kick ever again, partner. They're now 3 for 3 on 2-point tries today. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Gray now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as the short completion would.
That's low and bounces short of his man. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw any coverage too many times, you're going to be more interceptions.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead.
Here we go. 11.
First down, Stroud. Knocked away, and that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up 2nd down.
A small little jab there, finally landed by the defense. Able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still 2nd down.
Now the defense did have to work for them on that previous play, Brock, so just 5 yards to go now on 2nd following the flag. Absolutely fires this one right side. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Chiefs will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slicker quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn a potential loss.
Texans closing in, and they get to him. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Mejio with the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Chiefs have their offense out to start this 3rd quarter. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this 3rd quarter. First down throw, Mahomes. Chased out to his right. Moving right. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by Darren Stigley Jr. And the Texans get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 43. Again, this is Mixon. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Connecting on the slant. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and it'll be first down, Houston. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
First down throw by Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Stroud to throw again on second. Escapes out to the left. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Why Tony?
Throwing on third down, Stroud. Into the hands of Dell. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Mixon does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
They go play action with Stroud. And down he goes. The Chiefs got to him. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
It's third and goal.
All right. Hey, Uno Mars. 18. That's it.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans push their lead further to start the half. Tank Dell, the touchdown. Stroud and the Texans looking to tack on 2 more.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Setting up to throw. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. Well, they are perfect no longer. Defense finally stops them on a 2-point try. You think this is just a case of they were going to go for it every time, Brock, until it didn't work out?
Yeah, not a gambler, but this is house money. And when you feel this good and you're this hot, you continue to take advantage. They've obviously seen something this week in their preparation that they could go after these guys they have. And I don't think one time getting stopped is going to deter moving forward.
Yeah, gotta imagine he's going to be headed to the kicking net after that one, right, partner? Work on how he's striking that football. That was a considerable miscue right there. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Tight end going in motion here. The second down run by Pacheco. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so third down now.
It's a gain of a yard. It's third down.
Throw here, third down. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Texans are headed back to the field on offense, so we get a look at Tank Dell. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
we go. Tonight.
Stroud off the play fake. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up second down. From the gun, Stroud. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Chiefs take possession down inside the 30 after the interception.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Not quite sure what the thinking is here. They've brought out the kicking team. He was good on his first attempt, and his second from a little over 45 here. Not quite far enough, and no good. It's off the crossbar and out. And they continue to trail by, well, Brock, a whole lot more than a field goal.
That's a kick right there, Kate, that defies explanation and analysis. But at the very least, if you're going to try a field goal on an early down, gotta make it. That's embarrassing.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans continue piling it on here in the 4th. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans continue piling on to this lead.
Texans 37, Chiefs 3. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Mejio with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Off play action, it's Mahomes. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, and they take him down for a loss. Texans bring out an extra DB on this 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. Headed out right. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. Matt Ariza, the one to send it away. Ball taken in at the 36. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans put this one away a long time ago. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Hey, uno. Here we go. Hey, south.
Shotgun now for Stroud. And they pick him off again. Drew Tranquil with the pick. And the Chiefs take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night.
Well, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, As he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. It's completed right side. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And he's able to get this down to the 36.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
That one way too far up there. They can't connect.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Nixon on the counter. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Fair or unfair, I sit in a little bit of a judgment seat next to you up here, Cade, and I got to judge that one. That tells me that coach trusts his defense more than he does his offense in that situation. Maybe I'm projected here, Kate, but those seem to be the toughest misses. Whether you're in the stadium, watching it online, you're watching it on TV, you're seeing the kick is online, you're watching at field level as a player and everything looks good. But unfortunately, it just falls short.
And all that pursuit pays off. They track him down and drop him well behind the line of scrimmage. So it's the Texans who defend their building and take the win. And it was a maestro of a performance defensively, limiting them to only 1 field goal. Playing shutdown football like that, Brock, it is no surprise they came away with the win. And I think you'd agree, we see some more lockdown football in their future.